Hello everyone, it's Kangaroo here, and today I am going to basically show you. I know there's a game frozen at the moment, but let me just put that down a bit. I'm going to basically show you how to drive in Euro Truck and get to know the basics of driving in Euro Truck. That's what we're going to do in today's sort of lesson on it. Now, there's going to be several lessons on this, and we're going to do the first lesson. Now, first lesson goes through the basics of driving in a truck. Now, let me just get in here. It's a lot quieter in here than outside. I've been driving recently. I've been having driving lessons, so you're going to get first-hand experience from me, from my driving instructor, and it's going to be really good, I think. So let me just. I've got lots of piece of paper here, and it all goes through my driving lessons. Puts notes down, and it's all to do with driving lessons. Right, now to start off with, this is Euro Truck Simulator. It's trucking, but most of what you learn to drive, when you get in a car, most of it is exactly the same as driving a car. However, a truck is way bigger, and has a lot more things that I'm going to go through with you today. Now, it may take me 20 minutes to get through all the first lot, and that may be the first end of the first lesson. But I'm going to see how long it takes, and I'm going to decide how long. We may just be sat here during the first lesson. Now, this is different compared to my normal videos. I've done a video on this truck. This is the new Mercedes Actros. I'm going to use this for my driving lessons. It is different, okay guys? It's different videos. It's more aimed at the people that want to know a lot more about driving a truck more efficiently and less likely to go into hit things and get less fines. Also, in lessons to come, I'll be going through how to drive a bit more economically and get to know truck's behaviour. Right, anyway, let's start off the first lesson. Now, obviously, it's the cockpit drill. Now I'm going to completely turn, the engine is off. I'm going to completely keep the engine turned off for this. The cockpit drill, right. Firstly, in the middle of the truck, what you realise is when you get to know, there's no middle mirror, is there? Compared to a car, you only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mirrors. I'll tell you exactly what each one does now. So you see the left mirror, far left mirror on the side window. I wish I could invert. What happens if I press F1? So here we go. This mirror here. Okay, got that. This mirror here. We're looking at. That mirror allows you to see on the side of the truck, see what is on, if there's a car there, it shows you that. The other mirror here, this shows you what's on the corner of the truck, and also what's at the front of it, slightly, and it helps you to go around bends, also when you're manoeuvring in tight spaces. Let me move down here. So this mirror here is a long distance mirror. It helps you to see behind the truck, and it is in a vertex, slightly curved, and that's called vertex. It's is it vertex? I don't know. I'm not too sure on that there. But that it is curved anyway, and that helps you to see further. Same with this one slightly, probably. but this one lets you to see down the truck. Volvo's, the new Volvo FH, the 2013 model, they've specifically designed their mirrors, their side mirrors, to see down the truck and round the back to help get a better view. Let me have a sip of my water and we'll carry on. Now, these are just the right mirrors. They're exactly the same as the left mirrors over there. There is a certain drill to having a look around your truck when you're moving. Now, you do have blind spots. You can't see out the back, obviously. So you have to. I always check my mirrors. And you may actually see two here. Look, these simulate what those mirrors here, this mirror here, it's showing me what it's showing on there, so I don't have to keep turning over there to check my mirror. So I don't have to do that every time. I can just stay there. I can see the mirrors, but if I always do, I always check each way when we're at a junction now. Okay. So I'm just telling you that. So you need to, whenever you're setting off, you need to look in your left mirror. So that's over there. Always look around you, see what's around you. Make sure there's no one in front. So you should always look at that mirror. Number 1. Number 2. So looking at that mirror. Looking at that mirror. 3. Make sure no one's standing over there. Make sure there's no one in front as well. So 1. Looking there. 2, look in this mirror over here. 3 over there. 4 there. And I would make it 5 over here. Check all around you. Then, what would I do it in? Maybe I would check over here. Make sure no one's standing around you first, so look at the field of view. So, over there, 1, 2, 3, have a good look around. Then, look in the mirrors. 4, 5, 6, 7. And we need to go to the 8th one. Let me just move my mouse. And you need to have a look in this mirror as well. Is that 8? 8? I don't know. But you carry on with the numbers. You should always have a look around you. Now that's the cockpit drill in a truck. Now you need to adjust your mirrors, and it's starting to rain a bit, but it's slightly annoying when that happens on your first lesson, but we won't worry about that at the moment. So you need to adjust your mirrors. So quite literally you need to press, I've got it set as F4 and it turns everything on there. We know that did it come up? Mirror adjustment. So you need to get your mirrors correctly adjusted. Now I've got mine so I can see the rear wheels there. Oh, I've come off. We go to mirror. So left, and you go to left. How do I do that? 1. Yeah, I've got these correctly adjusted. So what you need to do is see that one over there. We're adjusting this one right now. It basically does everything it says. A to D, moves it left and right. So you can see further. Look, we're going to go all the way in there. Now I'm only going to touch on this briefly. And it goes left and up and down. Okay? So you can see a better view. Let me get these properly adjusted again. I feel like that bottom one isn't correctly adjusted, so I'm going to go for small left, which is 5, and I'm going to adjust it so So this one down here, watch. Just gonna adjust it to the way I want it. Something like that will do. Okay, and that's how you adjust your mirrors, just using get them comfortable. You need to see both of them, and you need to see down the side of the truck. You may need to adjust them when you get attached to a trailer, but we aren't doing trailers just yet, so hold fire. Controls, that's the next thing. Okay, so I only going to support people that drive with their steering wheel. Does it show it in your truck? Sort of. Only shows 2 pedals though. Annoying. So, if you're driving with pedals, you need basically the far right one is your accelerator. Let me just turn all this off first. I don't want it on. Came on when we were doing the mirrors. The far left one is far right one is your accelerator. Your middle pedal, that's your brake. That is a lot stiffer than your accelerator. It should be. And your clutch is the far left one. Okay. There are certain movements. I'm not going into them. But basically, when you put your clutch down, there is a bite point, and you need to get that bite point, and you slowly need to release it until you find the bite point. But we'll go through that in a minute. Brake pedal, just slightly touch it. You can hear me doing it now. Look, if we go outside, I'm touching on it. But I haven't got. That's going to take my air pressure down. I shouldn't do that much. But it is. You only need to press it lightly. And the accelerator. Well, we'll go through the controls, and if you have to do emergency stop, we'll be doing that soon. Right, you need to then turn the truck on. Now, the first thing you need you just need to press the key that you assigned to turning the truck on the ignition. So I've just turned the ignition on. You see lights and dials flick up. So let me just invert the mouse again. Down here in my truck, this is, I can't really tell. I think it's 2. This is the amount of petrol in your tank. You got 2 tanks. That's your right tank and probably your left tank. You got plenty of fuel anyway. This is your speed. On the outside is miles per hour because of the UK, and the inside is kilometers an hour. This is your rev counter. I think it's 1,000 for trucks or something. It's slightly different. Anyway, let's move around. It should show you warning lights. I don't know why it hasn't done that. Yeah, so it shows them briefly, but we won't go into that until fatalities happen. So I'm not going to go into details at all about this, but that's your hazard warning lights. None of these simulate. So if I just turn them on now, it's not flashing on the sideboard at all. But you need to have a certain key assigned. For me it's F, and turn it off. But basically that's all it for that. Let me just show you that slightly further down. When you signal, it's left or right down there, and just move my steering wheel so you can see left and right. Wipers, you should have a key assigned to that. That's headlights, sorry. That's wipers. It's only a on and off. Ooh, maybe they've changed that. Ooh, they put an intermittent setting on. Cool. And that's, so I don't know that. So if you turn it to 1 click, It's intermittent. I'm going to keep it on that. If you turn it to one click more, press the key, it's fully on the whole time. Just going to have it on that. It's intermittent because it's slightly wet. Now we need to turn the engine on. Push the clutch in, even in neutral, and turn the truck on. Now, because I'm parked in a parking spot, it bleeps, but ignore that. Need to set it into first gear. That's not first gear, that's 7th. And you need to slowly put the amount of revs on. Look at my rev counter, slowly going up now. Need to turn some lights on as well. Just make sure you've got a key assigned to that. Headlights and side lights. Now, you need to slowly release the clutch up, and you should find the clutch point. And you'll slowly go forward. Now, I'm going to repeat that over again. Let me just go backwards. Okay, so foot down on the clutch, put it into first, set the gas, find the bite point, and off we go. Now if you can't find the bite point, fine. Let me just show you another way that you can do it. I'm just going to do it here. So you need to, it may bleep at you, but don't worry. Put the handbrake on. You should also have a key assigned to that. Put the handbrake on, put it into first, set the gas, it bleeps at you to tell you that you've got parking brake engaged. Release the clutch slowly, and you'll see that the rev counter is going down. Now that means that's the clutch point, and you'll be able to probably feel in your wheel that it is wanting to go. Now if we do, that's bad kitchen. And there you go, that's the first bit. Now what I wanted you to do, I'm in Cardiff, I'm just gone from the station. We're going to turn left here. So first gear is always tricky in any truck or car. It's clear, we looked both ways, we've signalled, and time to go. That's a bad gear change, sorry. Now I may go and find somewhere slightly quieter so we can do the rest. Now as you're driving along, you should always look ahead. Let me just have a look at my notes here. We need to go back and do some more. So I need to go in here. No, I don't. Carry on. Don't confuse people by doing that. Carry on. Turn right. After that junction, look in both mirrors, and if it's clear, off you go into wherever you're going. We've got some more stuff to do. Let me ignore my driving for a second while I turn the truck around. Yeah, forget about that car there. So in neutral, we need to prepare to move. Now I forgot to do this for you. Shouldn't have done that. Right. So you need to look firstly over there. Number 1 is that left window. Look in the mirror. Look in the other mirror, which is clear. You can even look in the inverted mirrors if you want to. Look around, make sure no one about, which there shouldn't be in this game. It's only on pavements and crossings that they are. Set the gas, put it into first, and off we go. Doesn't really work that well on a truck. It's better in real life, in a car. And when we get to the junction, or wherever junction you're at, you need to stop at it on your side of the road, more to the left. I'm slightly pointing out, but it's okay, because I want to make people know that I'm here. Shouldn't go outside at all. Don't know why I'm doing that. You need to check that it's clear both ways. Which it is. Slowly put on the gas. Oh, that's the handbrake. I thought it was engaged. Slowly set off. And there we go. Just go through the gear changes slowly. And you'll be fine. Now, because you're going around town, go slowly, but not that slow. So I'm doing about 15 miles an hour. I'm probably going to go up to something. And now, there's some traffic lights. So, at the traffic lights, or before traffic lights, you need to slow down. Now, a truck can easily idle at that speed. There. And now, the lights have gone green. You just slowly, oh, did it in some, shouldn't do that. What else have we got on here? Now, stopping. Oh, I've done it already. Let's just go somewhere. I'm going to find somewhere else we can practice a little bit more. Just ignore my driving for a second. Because I need to go and find somewhere else for us to practice. He's going right, I'm going left, so we won't collide. So that's okay. Let me just go and find somewhere else that we can go and practice. Some gear changes and that. When you're stopping, you just need to slightly press on the brake. You don't need to throw it on at all. That's a good place to do a roundabout, and then we'll come back round the roundabout and stop. So, firstly we need to go in here. Whoa, I didn't do that very well. We aren't accepting any jobs at all. Just gonna turn my truck around like so. In there we go. Screaming. I'll find out somewhere else that is moderately quiet, and now we need to do the routine as I showed you before. Put it into gear. So I would start off in second actually now. It's no different to doing a car. Don't look at the dials. Try and hear what the truck is doing. I know it's difficult, and then just slowly check around you. So, well, quite quickly. Look, left mirror. It's all clear around there. 1, 2, 3. Look around here. Yeah, it's clear. Slowly release the clutch. I'm not always very good at it. It's like wanting to go, and there we go. Okay. Now we've got to do a roundabout. When you're stopping, shouldn't be in neutral at all. When you're stopping, just lightly touch the brake pedal. Honestly, it will do a lot. Now we should be looking both ways. The right way first, because that's the way traffic is coming. One coming, we need a signal, so I'm forgetting to signal. Is that way clear? Yes, it is. Oh, there we go. Let me just adjust them. Right, roundabouts. Here's a roundabout for you. So, can't get into one picture, I'm sorry. Oh, I just stalled it. I know how to show you a roundabout. I'm going to try and get it into one picture. Like so. I know it's raining, so that's miserable and disgusting, but there we go. So, oh. Actually, let me go and find it in Google. Let me show you a simple... These are all fairly complicated. Okay, I think I've got one. Go to... Yeah, okay, right. So imagine we're at this exit, that's our truck there. We are wanting to go to the left, the first exit of the roundabout, okay? This is the island here, okay? So we're wanting to go there. If we're wanting to go there, we need to start signalling here. I haven't done yet. So you signal, you go out into here, you keep signalling, and you go off and you exit, and then you cancel your signal after you've gone through the roundabout. If you're wanting to go to the first exit, right, listen, you don't signal at all. You go round in the left hand lane, then you go off, you signal here, you go off and up, and you cancel your signal after you've got off the roundabout. Okay? If you're wanting to go to the second exit, you need to be in the right hand lane. You need to also be signaling right. When you come out into this lane, you need to be looking right as well, as you would do it when you're signaling left and going off the first exit, or the second exit. Did I say second exit? There we go. Anyway, you need to be turning, you need to signal right here, and then you need to be looking at what cars are doing when they're coming around here. Then you need to signal around, out, keep going, keep turning right, keep signaling right. Then when you get to here, you need to start signaling left. Make sure that no one is in the inside lane that's going to cut you up or come around here. Go off and up the third exit, cancel your signal, carry on. Okay, that's what you do. And we're about to put it into practice. Let me just go back to Euro Truck Simulator. Okay. So I'm signalling. Because there was a car coming. I'm wanting to go left. Those cars don't have their lights on. I don't know why. They not usually do. I don't know whether there's some kind of... don't know. But anyway, this car's not signalling, so I guess he's going straight over. He should not let me go. He's turning left. He's going off there. We're going left. We go, because it's clear. We're going into second. Whoops, I gave it way too much gas then. And then you can just go off here and then cancel your signal. Okay, now we're going to do this second exit. So we're just going to turn left here, check your mirrors. There's a truck going around us. But we're going in here, so that doesn't matter. We're going to turn around and then we're going back out to do that roundabout again. So just keep getting to know your truck and all that. So now, as you come out here, you just need to stop, push the clutch in, go into third. I'm actually getting used to this truck now, so check what's going around. They aren't going, there's nothing coming. Just be wary that you can't really see over there, there's nothing coming, so carry on. Go into fourth. Car just came then. So there's a roundabout sign, or mini roundabout sign that is. But we need to start thinking about the roundabout. We're going off. We need to start thinking about going to that lane. We aren't in that lane. So we shouldn't ever do this. Don't ever cut in. And then we need to check if it's clear. It's clear, so we need to carry on. We're turning right still. Keep carrying on turning right. Keep going round. Gently does it. I probably need to change the horsepower in this truck. Make sure check your left mirror, there's nothing get in that mirror, it's not going to cut us up. Carry off and into there. Now I need to turn around. So that's the basics done really. I'm going to stop it there. Let's just make sure I don't hit anything here. Okay. That's basically it of the first lesson. Let me just stop these wipers, put them on it so it's not from. Okay, so let me just go through what we've just been through for a second. Let me just get a sip of this water. Now, because the engine's off, we can turn the wipers off as well. Turn the engine off as well. Just do that 2 clicks. Okay, so the engine's off, make sure the lights are off. So we're stopped. Okay, so engine is off and everything. So we did the cockpit drill, making sure 1, 2, 3, 4. We looked around, checked that it was clear, checked our mirrors, and then we set off. We set the mirror, and we did the mirror setup and everything. I basically showed you how to set your mirrors. The controls, basically where everything is in the truck, but you need to have certain keys assigned. I'll be going through in detail them sometime soon. Setting the gas, basically just pressing the pedal slightly, not fully. It's sensitive compared to what driving gear sticks that you have. The bite point as well. We went through how to set off and find the bite point, the clutch point or bite point, however you want to say it. We did preparing to move, POM. That's check all your mirrors, then set off. and POM means preparation, observation and manoeuvre. So that means preparation. We did our preparation, we put on the gas, we had to make sure that we had that handbrake on, we looked around us, and then we set off. The use of the gears and the clutch, well, it's fairly good, I think, but just make sure that you're in the right gear for the right time in the right place. Also, that clutch, be smooth with it, lift it up gently. The steering, so basically, I just need to tell you this quickly. You should have your hands on the steering wheel. Imagine that's my steering wheel now. You need to have your hands on either side. Don't have your thumb wrapped around it. Have your thumb pointing up on the other side of the steering wheel, and have your four fingers wrapped around, but not all the way through the steering wheel. That will give you plenty of movement. Stopping, well, you need to observe what's in front and be prepared to do what you need to do. I didn't do it that well in that lesson, but hopefully I'll improve for the future. The brakes, yeah, just touch them gently, no need to ram them on unless you're doing emergency stop. That emergency stop will come on further on in our lessons. And use clutch your gears and secure the car. Whenever you're stopped, I am now. I did put the handbrake on, didn't I? You can check. Yeah, the handbrake is on. Check down there, it's on. And there we go. And that is the first lesson. However, there are rules in the highway code that I'm going to read to you now. Just stay there for a second. So I've got the highway code book here. And there are certain highway code books that you can read from this first lesson. So it's 92 and 97, okay? So you need to look in your blue band in your book to 97. Let me just go there. I'll leave it in the comments description. Before setting off, etc. You need to look at these. I'll leave them in the video description if you want further references. It's the official highway code for the UK. That's what you need to look at if you live in the UK. If you're living in Botswana, Africa, Italy, Europe or anything, you need to look at your own. I'm looking at mine, and that's it. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that lesson. I don't know what people will think of it. 38 minutes of my time spent on that. I don't know what people will think of it. I hope it was engaging and enjoyable. If it gets good reviews, I'm going to carry on and do a second lesson, etc. Probably do a second lesson anyway. In the second lesson, we will be looking at. Let me just have a look at one here. We'll be looking at the use of gears, and we'll be doing a run with a trailer, and it will be hopefully good fun. Also, we may have a look at, we have get time to, steering and ancillary controls, but firstly we need to wait until the next lesson, and I hope you will enjoy these lessons. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned stuff. I hope you're going to take that into your Truck Simulator now and take it for a run and see what happens. And I'll hopefully see you next time. Leave your comments below to see what you think of this video. Take care. Hopefully see you sometime soon, and see you next time. Bye bye.